Sup nerds, here's Ben. He's going to give us his yellow vaccine deck profile.
How's it going, guys? Been playing Yellow Vaccine for a while now. Really like this deck. It's probably one of my favorite decks in Digimon ever. We're going to start off with our Tama. I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon. No other Tama, just this only Tama this time. Pokemon gives you draw power, which is really useful in this deck. You manipulate your security all the time, so it's pretty much a draw every turn, if possible. Maybe more, because you might have more than one on the board, but it's a really good Tama. I took out the jamming Tama because I wanted more card draw so I could see my pieces more often. The problem when I was playing the Kiaromon was that if I bricked, it didn't help me on brick. And if you don't open Patamon, it feels really bad opening Kiaromon. Especially if it's even worse if the Patamon misses and you can't do anything that turn because you're scared of swinging. Speaking of Patamon, play 1, 2, 3, 4 Patamon. I still think this is the best rookie in the game. Promotes Evo for free to a vaccine. At Evo, you gain the memory. Also, replace it with another vaccine from your hand. Just a really amazing card. The lifeblood of the deck. It gets you started. If you open this card in TK, you're straight. I'm actually opting to play Kudamon. I'm playing 3 Kudamon. Like I said, I like consistency. This deck and this card lets you see your pieces. I'm only playing 3 because I wanted to play more of the next card. But this card is it's really amazing, this deck. Unfortunately, Patamon, the centerpiece of any vaccine deck is data. But other than that, this serves pretty much any Digimon in the deck. The card I was referencing earlier is Pilomon. This card's still good. I didn't play any today, but I'm Anubis, Lugamon, Balloon Lord, other random. There's a lot of little things that play things by effect because you don't really think about it. So this card comes up almost all the time. I didn't want to max out on it because in this deck, play cards by effect. But it's still good to see it when I need it. It's really good floodgate for this format. And my last rookie is going to be 2 Salamons. I was thinking this card was mid when I first saw it, but it's grown on me since I played it. If you have 3 or more security, you can pick up your top security and add it to hand, which sounds bad. You're making your security smaller. You get more resources, but you make your security smaller. But there's certain thresholds you want to meet in this deck. Plus, sometimes if your opponent's not pressuring you, an extra card can make the difference in the game. But also, if you have 2 or less, you recover a card. You may recover a yellow vaccine from your hand to your security. It also has a really good inheritable. All these except for Pilomon, all these Digimon have pretty good inheritables in this deck. All turns, when a card is removed from security, minus 2k, which is not that big of a threshold, but it can make a difference. And if I'm not mistaken, if your opponent checks security, they will minus 2k before they actually check the Digimon. So if they swing 12k into a 12k, you'll minus 2k because the all turns procs before they check the Digimon.
Yeah. Silly how that works.
Patamon was my favorite, but I think this is my new favorite Digimon in this deck. This card is amazing. Has a trash effect from your security. When this card is trash from your security, you play it for free. Also has barrier on it with inheritable barrier. So this card offers your stacks some longevity. So you're not scared of swinging it. You're not scared of swinging something on top of it. If it's ace, if it's a level 6. But it also has the effect of all turn, once per turn, when the card is removing your security, gain a memory. So if your opponent's not careful and you have 2 of these established and they swing at your security, you can just swing turn back. And that can also help with comboing with this card. For those of y'all who saw the podcast, there's an interesting ruling with this deck or with this card that if you Patamon into Gatomon out of your security, the Gatomon is removed from security and comes into play at the exact same time. So this Gatomon sees that a card was removed from security, and this Gatomon will gain you a memory. And that works with This card, it works with Emissary. The only time it doesn't is if it's sent to the trash first. Or, I also play Metalomon. If you play this off of Metalomon in your hand, the card is trashed before this Gatomon comes into play, so this Gatomon doesn't see that card get trashed. But this card is like, it feels like Eismon if you get it to work right. Like pre-nerf, ban, Eismon. Having a free level 4 that you can play for free, and then on your opponent's turn, possibly Digivolve to an ace. Plus, they're hard to remove. Your opponent has to remove these with an effect. Another good card. 1, 2, 3 Angemons. Same old Angemon. If you play Machine Dramon, this is a free matchup just solely because of this card. You can attack in -5k, which comes up more than I think the bottom deck of Vaccine, or bottom security of Vaccine, or Virus. Digivolves on Patamon for 2, but everything else for 3. Just a solid card. If it dies and you have a Tamer in play, you can hatch again, so just keep your train going. I also play 2 Rapidmons. This card is still amazing. You can play Digivolve for free with Patamon, suspend, -5k on up to 3 Digimon. Just still a really good card. Has Armor Purge, which comes up. I play 1 of Zephyrmon. There's a lot of times where you just clear your opponent's security and you just need 1 more swing, and this is the 1 more swing. Going into our level 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play 4 Angel Woman Ace. This card, I believe, is one of the top 2 or 3 aces in the game. This card is better than Magna in my opinion. It promotes a different game style, but this card is basically, when Digivolving on play, like all aces, you either trash the top or your bottom security, which Patamon rates your security, so you know what's on the bottom of your security. So you can put a Gatomon on bottom. When you trash it, you -1 of your opponent's Digimon by 6k till the end of their turn. And it has the all turns effect, where if a card is removed from your security, and you have 3 or fewer, you recover. This card has also has some interesting rulings, but the big point about this card, it's basically a 4-cost Dynasmon in my opinion. You play it for 4. That's why you want to be at 4, so you can always make sure you can trigger recovery. So if you have a Tamer, you can tap the Tamer and play it for essentially for 3. So -6k for 3, recover a card, and it's a level 5. Just this card's amazing. Other card that I'm on level 5, I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4 Kirinmon. This card is super underrated and really good. When Digivolving, if you swing with your level 4, which you probably swing with Gatomon, you can Digivolve this on top of it. Then you can trash your top security to unsuspend that Digimon. So you can get multiple swings with the same Digimon in the same turn. It also has a really good inheritable, which it says if you're at 6 or fewer security combined, you can place 1 yellow card, not Digimon, any yellow card from your hand on top of your security. This deck has a lot of good options, but I think this is another really good one. Getting into our Megas, I am tech to the teeth. I'm playing 2 Serathi, 2 Venus, 1 Magna, and 1 Mitama. Serathi is a good continuous effect. Whenever you recover, both turns, -7k once per turn. Which with the Ace card, you can easily recover on your opponent's turn. So that's -13 on anything on their board. And if you have the Salamine in the source, that's -15. That's a lot of DP minusing. Plus, whenever you recover, you gain a security attack. So he's a good offensive Digimon, plus good defensive capabilities. Venus is pure defense. This card is still really good. Your opponent can't do when Digivolving when attacking effects. She can't be attacked. And also, security minus blanket on your opponent's board for 1 turn is always going to be good. Magna is a very good card. I'm probably gonna play another copy of it later. But Magna, what he does is on play when digivolving, you can trash either your top or bottom security. Same with Angel Woman Ace, and you minus 9k to the end of your opponent's turn on one of their Digimon. The thing to remember with Magna and Angel Woman Ace is they're until the end of your opponent's turn. So even your opponent has something that's immune to DP minusing effects for that turn, or they're immune to Digimon effects for that turn, these carry over until their turn. So if you go Angel Woman Ace, Magna Dramon, that's minus 15, that carries over until the end of their turn. I can get rid of pretty much any level 7. Mitamamon is a really good tech. When attacking when digivolving, once per turn, trash security to play a level 4 or lower yellow card from your hand. He doesn't say vaccine, so you can play the hybrid if you need to, or you can play Patamon. This card is really good because it also has the continuous effect on your opponent's turn. Digimon with higher than both of your security combined on your opponent's side of the board get minus 2 security. So if you can establish both of these and make sure the security is low, they're never going to get their when digivolving and when attacking effects. Mm-hmm. Also, as if he didn't have enough text, he gives all your yellow Digimon get barrier. So barrier is a theme of this deck. Trashing your security, recovering, just get yellow vaccine stuff. Also, the Digimon he plays when he trashes the security gains rush. So that's also a good way to finish out the game. I'm playing 2 Merciful Mode. The only reason why I'm playing 2 right now is because I'm planning on playing this deck in the Ultimate Cup, and I wanted to give it a test out, even in vocals. I'm scared of a Pokemon, and I think this is the only card I can have that can answer trash. Otherwise, they just run free over me. Mm-hmm. It's still also good against pretty much any purple matchup, or it's really good against red hybrid, resetting their trash, and also getting rid of Emperor Greymon. Getting into our tamers, we play 1, 2, 3, 4 of the TK. TK, still amazing. I'll play at the top security of your hand, put a yellow vaccine on the bottom. So you get to manipulate your security, which is always fun in yellow. I'm playing 3 of the 4 calls card. This card seen in combat. Every single one of these tamers, when you recover a card, suspend, gain a memory. So this card and Angel Woman is 3 costs because Angel Woman covers you. It's essentially 3 costs. So you can essentially chain the Angel Woman into any of your megas with just this tamer in play. Just make sure you're at 4 or lower. The only problem with Angel Woman Ace is if you have 0 security, she does nothing. But try not to get to 0. For our options, I'm playing 1, 2 Emissary, 1, 2 Physical Training, and 1 Revelation of Light. I wish I could play more, but deck space is tight. Emissary cheats any Evo. Physical Training gets you any yellow card, cheat at Evo. Revelation of Light is a really interesting card. You play this card, and you search your security stack. You can play any level 4 or lower yellow Digimon. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be a vaccine. Just any yellow 4 or lower yellow Digimon. Then, if you have a card in play, you can recover this card. And the security effect is where this card really shines. Security, all your opponent Digimon and security Digimon loses 5k to the end of your turn. So it's essentially a ruin mode effect from an option. And if you're viewing Sean's channel, you know how good ruin mode is.
Yep.
And that's essentially it. This deck's really fun. Probably takes a little bit of practice to get used to like what you should do in certain situations, but if everything lines up, you don't have too many bad matchups, and you can pretty much play through anything. Very few things can stop themselves from being DP minus, and the few that can don't have it all turns. So, or some of the few things that do. There's like a turtle. I think it's Eldramon or something. Nobody plays that card.
It is like that, and the EX1 Machine Dramon, which you just answer with Angemon.
Yeah. So Machine Dramon, which, yeah, like Sean's saying, you just answer with Angemon. So this deck has some super high roll potential with the new Gatomon. So if you're trashing those Gatomons, you get a bunch of free bodies really fast. Plus, you can manipulate it. Other than that, this is a really fun deck, and I'll give it a try if you ever have a chance.